Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could use that. Never mind the rips in my shirt. I don't know. It's whatever. It's been a day. If you're a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. In case you can't tell, Kelly's getting sick again. I mean, it's only been, what, a month and a half when I haven't been sick. Um, so the weather here is going crazy. We've had some storms and things like that. And I've been super busy, which means I'm a little run down. And yeah. So I woke up yesterday and my throat was kind of sore. We did the 92 for 22, which was to support my Jeep group, my Jeep babes. Went to support veteran suicide awareness. We had 105 Jeeps, all driven by girls. It was amazing. We had about 30 motorcycles with us, and then the police escorted and blocked off the road intersections for us. It was a little stressful to be driving in a convoy and knowing that you're running red lights, and the cop was right next to me most of the time. I don't know if you could tell I was a little frazzled about running red lights or what. We had a lot of people who tried to cut us off and merge in with us, and we're like, dude, you don't know, you're not part of the Jeep Babes group. We raised over $8,000 yesterday for 92 for 22. Our goal was 10,000, so we fell a little short, so we're still fundraising for it, so that's exciting. I imagine we're going to get there. I can't imagine us not meeting our goals. The amount of generosity that the Jeep Babes have, and the Jeep community as a whole really is pretty darn amazing. And it's amazing that the only thing that really ties us together is the fact that we all drive Jeeps. It makes no sense on so many levels. And yet it makes perfect sense. And I guess there is truth to the adage that says it's a Jeep thing. It's a Jeep thing, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, you're not gonna get it. Because if you had asked me before joining the Jeep groups and joining the Jeep community, I didn't get it. I absolutely didn't get it. So that's been really fun. Friday I did the photo shoot, which was amazing. She showed me some of the pictures as she was taking them, and we had some really good talks while we were doing it. I wore fake eyelashes for the first time. I don't ever need to do that again. The glue is just, I felt like my eyelids were sticking together. And then it made my eyes water, and I just had them on the top, outer portion. So that was really weird. What was funny is she pulled out the same eyeshadow palette that I have and love and use all, when I wear makeup, that's my go-to palette. So that made me feel good. One of the things she did was she was like, "You look amazing," and she's like, "Come look in the mirror," and it was like this big full-length mirror, and I quick glanced, and then I turned to her, and she goes, "You don't ever look at yourself really in the mirror, do you?" And I was like, "No." I have my bathroom mirror that is probably about waist up, that I'll look in when I'm doing my makeup and stuff like that. But really to just look at myself, I don't do that. And we kind of talked about why and some different things, and it was really an amazing talk. And she challenged me, and one of the things she did was when she was taking pictures, she's like, for every picture I take, you have to say something about yourself that's positive, that you love about your actual body, the body that you're in, not the body that you want, but the body that you're in. And for those of us who have been through a lot of trauma, I think that's harder, or aren't where we think we should be as far as our weight or whatever. Um, I have a pretty deep incision in my stomach from, ironically, from brain surgery, because I have a shunt and the tubing, they have to fish it through my stomach because that's where it ends and stuff. And so it's a pretty deep incision. I mean, they've gone into the same spot like I think 6 times, 6 out of those 8 surgeries, they went into the same spot. So it's a pretty deep scar. And she's like, "Do you want me to airbrush it out?" And we had a hard talk about it. And I said, no, it's who I am. It would be weird now to see my stomach without that. Um, I said I don't want to emphasize, like if we can hide it in pictures, I absolutely, like with my hand or whatever, absolutely. Um, but it would be weird to see my stomach without it. And she's like, "Why are you so ashamed of your body?" And we talked about it, and it was just, like I said, it was a really good talk. And so I guess my challenge to you guys is, do you look in the mirror? Do you look at yourself? And do you really thank your body for all it's capable of doing and is doing and has done? Um, I know that's what Kat challenged me to. This is really bad. Like, there's an old ratty t-shirt. I just got back home and I just wanted to throw on a t-shirt because I don't feel good. So yeah. But I didn't think about that. I'm like, okay, so we've done that. We've been to court. We've got a lot of court dates coming up. Um, I have two interns starting tomorrow. So that'll be exciting. That's a little overwhelming, but hopefully both of them will get a lot of what they need or what they want out of the summer with me. I am excited about having both of them on staff. They both bring different skill sets. One has completed their first year of law school. One is completing her last year of undergrad and just kind of wants to um, have some exposure to different things. So um, it'll be good. It'll be good. So with that said, um, I have some haul. I got a package from my dear friend Tammy at Leopard and Lace Co. XOXO. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So she sent me some things that I had won from her YouTube channel. And she sent me some other couple things that Kim had picked up from Market for me. And I'm super excited. So the only thing else that was really on my Market list that I didn't get was Plum Street Samplers Meanie Weenies to go with my wiener dogs. So I got Happiness is Homemade. I actually bought a second copy of this because I didn't remember asking. I couldn't remember if Kim got it for me or not. So I will likely be in the coming weeks doing a giveaway for this. So, but for now, I'm just gonna set it over here. The other thing that I got that I'm super excited about, I got Nativity Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. Lizzie, quiet. And the little hold please. Okay, so we got Tiny Town, the Nativity Tiny Town, and then the Nativity Frill. Now, somebody said she's coming out with another Nativity Frill that's supposed to be the Shepherd. I don't know. My brain is trying to figure out how I can put my wise men with my tiny town. I don't know where they could go. Maybe if I slide the tree and this over and put my wise man with the camel. And then if I wait long enough to stitch it, because we all know how fast I stitch things, if I wait long enough, then I could just pull this tree over and put a shepherd and more sheep in here. That might work. That might work. Okay. So then Tammy did a giveaway with Textily Craft. They did this series of gingerbread houses. There's a group of them with Dirty Annie's. I like this one. So it's a gingerbread house. It's throughout the year, so I think it's kind of fun. Not gonna lie, I think it's kind of fun. And I love that they did like Mardi Gras. It's not like there's a ton of Mardi Gras patterns out there. But the other thing is they had partnered with Paisley and Polka Dot for the gingerbread house. So I won that too. So I'll have to get with Tammy because she does she did a really cool finish on her gingerbread so that it looks like it has a little bit more texture, I think, if I recall. So I'll get with her when I finally stitch those because we all know how fast. Again, right on that with the stitching. So that is my haul. Lots of fun stuff. So that was exciting opening. Not gonna lie, that was exciting. So for stitching, because we're down to one episode of Survivor a week, which kind of allows me to take a little bit of a deep breath, I thought I'd use some time to catch up on wipgo as well. I have been pretty good about doing the personal challenge part each month. It was the stitching I've been behind on. But, alas, we're making progress and getting caught up on that too. Now, for stitching, for Stitching Survivor, I still have to catch up my idle pieces. Other than that, we're all caught up. So, going back, let me see. Here we go. So this last week, all 700 stitches got to go into Lady Justice, which is great because I have been really enjoying just focusing on her and getting a lot done. So, Lady Justice is by Mirabilia, and I did a color conversion with the help of another stitcher named Abigail, and who ironically is also a lawyer. And I am stitching this on 32 count Picture This Plus in the color Heroic, and it's 32 count even. Lizzie, go lay down, lady. Lay down. So we have now reached the bottom of her dress. Is here. I still need to add some more stitches to her sword. This piece of ribbon and this part of the ribbon is all done. So she is coming along amazing. Oh, she's so pretty. I will say, if I stitch her again, which I don't know that I ever will, I might go with deeper shades of purple. But I so love her. And the fact that, like, the pattern I got when it arrived at my house the day that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed, and then I finally started stitching her the day that I found out that I had been admitted into the Supreme Court of the United States to practice. So this piece carries a lot of weight to it for me. And yeah, I love her. I love her She's so pretty. She will be a finish this year. I can tell you that already. I shouldn't say that. I can't imagine that she's not going to be. Now, weirder things have happened, so, whatever, take it for what it's worth. Okay, so, for wipgo. Lizzie, lay your... Hold, please. Okay, so this month, for wipgo, I drew my own name, or the numbers drew my name. So my piece that I worked on was Jeep Van Gogh, and I added in tons of this red, and even started, believe this is around the headlight. So we're now at over 6%. I know, 6%. Who knew? It's very exciting. I think I told you this on Buffet Mat. We are now. This got knocked out of Stitching Survivor, so if you see it again, it will just be because I wanted to work on it, or I paired it up with some other game. But we do have page 3 is completely finished. I think I showed you that, and it's just sitting in my pile. Weird. Okay, so the other one that I worked on, for wipgo, and Daphne said, I think this is a Daphne pull from like February or March. Here we go. I did not write it down, but it was to work on the periodic table for either 5 days or 500 stitches. I elected for 500 stitches, and let's see. Okay. So, here we go. Really and truly, I know my directions. I might have it upside down. I don't think it matters, though, at this point. I ended up working on this line up here. I finished this box down here, and then I came back up over here to work. We still have a lot to go on just the grid. Is that okay? Sure. So, this and Jeep Van Gogh are my oldest whips as far as cross stitch go. They aren't my oldest whip if I look at all of my craft projects. So I still have to do Pandemic for 500 stitches. I still have to finish something. And then I have to work on my oldest whip. And so I am trying to decide if I want to pull out one of my sewing whips, which would be one of my older whips, or if I want to just keep working on Jeep Van Gogh or the periodic table for that. And then, like I said, I still owe Courage and He Tends His Flock stitches for Survivor. I'm not going to overly worry about either one of those. To be fair, I look at those as bonus pieces. My main pieces are all cut up. I just need to post them. But it is what it is. So, that's all I got for you. I gotta go get the kid, the boy. I've got to be in Lansing tomorrow morning by 8:30 and logged in, so that should be interesting. I have the 2 interns starting. It's crazy. It's all good. It's all good. Um, so yeah. So the sewing machine has got to get pulled out soon because I've got to make the receiving blanket and that for my friend as well, and get that in the mail. Otherwise, that baby's gonna be like a year old before I get it out. So, but I don't, because that's not a current whip, other than the fact that I have the fabric sitting on my table. Um, I can't count that as a finished something. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. And I do need to figure out where I set pandemic so I can knock out that. So, I don't know. It's all good. But I'm going to let you go so I can go get my son from work and I can get to bed because I am exhausted. And therefore, remember, you are beautiful. You are smart. You are cherished. You are brave and you are loved. You are needed and you are wanted. And mostly, you matter. With that, feel free to reach out to me at His Princess Kelly on Instagram, or if you can find me on the Book of Faces, that would be great. And or pop me a message down below, and we'll go from there. So, with that, love y'all. Bye.